Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Krista.
I'm Christopher.
On today's episode we have the first, not first trailer, sorry. We've been watching too many movie trailers today. We have the death battle between Venom and Bane.
Yes.
Which is essentially another Marvel vs. DC one. And, okay, we know, mainly we haven't done death battles in a while because they haven't been to stuff they keep up with.
Yeah, we only do death battles only for like characters that we really truly know of, pretty much. The ones that we actually know the characters for on both sides. So I mean that's the only time we actually do death battles. So just to let you guys know, who follow other people who watch every single death battle. Like I said, that if in this case, again, it's another Marvel versus DC one.
Yeah. So Venom we know most about. From the original animated series.
Yeah. Animated series, character pretty much who gets juiced up, with Venom and gets bigger, eventually...
No, it's the symbiote.
It's a... No, I'm saying is for... yeah, that's...
No, I'm telling... No, you
That is Venom, sorry. You gotta realize, Bane uses, something
There's been many variations. I think they're gonna focus to this one on the Eddie Brock Venom.
Yeah, for Venom. Well, I'm sorry, I'm getting mixed up with Bane. I thought we were starting with Bane, but I didn't hear you say Venom. But yeah, Venom pretty much is symbiote, pretty much who... You take it from there.
It pretty much it sticks to a host, goes fucking insane, and tries to like destroy everything. I mean, there's been different variations. There have been some variations of Venom where they're in control of it. There's been other variations where they're not in control of it. And it's more like the symbiote is what that person was.
Yeah, exactly.
Spider-Man used to have it.
He started off, as one of the first ones to have it.
But then after realizing what the symbiote was doing to his psyche, he eventually got rid of it.
Yeah, he found a way to get rid of it, and then eventually attached onto. Hopefully, they stick with the actual original, pretty much first original, which was Flash Thompson, right?
No, Eddie Brock.
Brock. Sorry. Watching so many stuff.
Flash Thompson was a later variation.
Yeah.
He was Agent Venom.
Yes.
Agent Venom was more since the symbiote found that his brain was like acceptable to their that's why they didn't consume him. They more like made an agreement. So he's one of the only few that's been really in control of the symbiote.
Yeah, full control of it.
I know it's been Eddie Brock. I think the guy who was formerly Scorpion. Yeah. Not that Scorpion, Marvel Scorpion.
Yeah.
And like I said, that one, and they just recently brought back Eddie Brock as Venom.
Yeah.
Bane.
Bane.
What we don't know about Bane. Well, we don't know anything else about Bane.
Bane, of course, is he's pretty much it varies. From the one version I know of is that he's
not the one from The Dark Knight Rises where he sounds like Darth Vader and Sean Connery.
Ignore him. No, from the one I know of, pretty much Bane is pretty much the character that is in the comics. He was like he was legitimately pretty much not only a former luchador, but he was also a murderer, pretty much. And they pretty much he was one of the test subjects to try out a new dose of what they called Venom, pretty much. Which that's why I got confused in the beginning because I didn't know how we were starting off. But and every time pretty much he activates it, it pretty much he grew stronger, pretty much.
Hashtag buff boys.
He pretty much buffed up, and not the Schumacher one, pretty much, which was he was just like, me follow, The closest version you can get for live action, of course, I hate to say it, was the Tom Hardy, which he is an actual, when it came to tactics, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even though it was different, like I said, it was just the way, like I said, he knew his tactics, he knew how to fight, everything. The only downside, of course, is that, he had all these pipes, or even tubes going into him because it was the Venom, going into his system. Eventually, of course, he did, as everybody knows, he was one of the first one to actually break the back. Break, Batman's back. That famous, I had the screenshot there, but, right there. But, like I said, that's on Bane's side of things. But overall, I honestly had to choose, and again, I'm a DC fanboy, full on, but I still love comics overall. I honestly would have to say Venom to win this one. What do you think?
Well, Venom. Well, see, that's the thing. Bane. I think I agree. Okay, first off, yeah, Venom for me too. But it's not even a Marvel fanboy. I'm just thinking about it logically.
Well, that's what I'm saying to me. I'm looking at it logically as well.
Last time I checked, Bane can't go long periods with the Venom in his system, right?
Yeah. From what I heard,
I could be wrong.
I think you are, but I'm not too sure. I mean, he can't go too long with it. But also, the only reason I say so is because depending on which Bane they're gonna go with, remember, as long as he takes out the damn pipes or cuts them. The moment they're cut, he goes back to his normal size.
That's why
That's another reason. I mean, they could go differently with it, but like I said, I'm going logically, and like I said, I say Venom. I say Venom, like I said, because of that.
Yeah,
that's the one reason why, and that's how I see it. But let's dive into this. Let's see if maybe we could be wrong. I mean, but let's check it out and see what they say. So here we go for Venom versus Bane, Marvel versus DC Comics. Death battle. So here we go.
We haven't really done the best job with our merchandise recently. We really want to be able to give our community new stuff that they'll enjoy.
And you've got an impressive resume, so if you think you
So
can
it's
handle it,
commercial.
the merchandise
Start
director
off.
job is yours.
Great to be here, Mr. Hines. I won't let you guys down.
Excellent. The first thing you'll need to tell our community about is our first membership.
What's that?
Well, Rooster Teeth First is kind of like our subscription service for the RT website, the mobile app, and the Xbox and Apple TV apps.
Yeah, for less than $5 a month, you get access to videos early, exclusive content, everything's ad-free, and one membership works across all brands on the website.
What's your plan for the promotion?
Well, I was thinking I'd just put this up on, the internet.
Can we just do this
You know
near
it's a
the
film
end
crew?
or maybe at the middle?
All right, I'll see you around the water cooler.
Did you not notice the film
More with
crew?
it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, we're gonna have to eat you.
We're gonna have to eat you.
Hey, you, there, sign up for first membership now. Or they're gonna eat me.
Oh wow, they upgraded their logo.
Yeah. Death battle.
Every champion of justice inspires others, whether they mean to or not. And sometimes that inspiration creates your worst nightmare. Venom, the ultimate antithesis to Spider-Man. And Bane, the burly genius who broke the bet. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and
Oh,
skills
yeah, that
to
one
find
is
out who would win a death battle.
Yeah, they're going with that one, the tubes.
The word symbiosis refers to two organisms living in beneficial harmony, such as when two beings bond
remember that
over an
episode.
obsessive, psychotic desire to kill Spider-Man. Eddie Brock was an up-and-coming journalist on the brink of national success when life decided to just shit all over him. One day, Eddie published an article incriminating a man he thought was a serial killer. However, that very same day, Spider-Man caught the real killer, publicly shaming Eddie. As a result, Eddie's company fired him, his father disowned him, and his wife left him.
Damn.
Also, he had cancer. Damn, talk about a bad day.
That's a hell of a bad
Pretty upset
day.
about it, and he blamed Spider-Man for ruining his life. This led to his fateful meeting with a weird black gooey alien. Remember Gag from the 90s? It's just like that, except alive and evil. This was a symbiote from the planet Clintar, an alien species with one goal: to grow stronger by fusing with a living host. I know that sounds intimidating and almost parasitic, but the Clintar people are naturally a peaceful race. However, they often inherit their host's traits and personality. This symbiote in particular had previously bonded with a violent alien bent on genocide and a costume superhero everybody knows as Deadpool. That crazy lunatic? Oh, there's no way this
Wow,
symbiote is taken
Deadpool.
after that. It wasn't. Afterward, it bonded with Spider-Man, who experienced this rage and lunacy firsthand. Horrified by this, Spider-Man eventually discarded the symbiote. Unaware the alien had determined Spidey was its ideal host and became obsessed with him. Much like bar trash Cindy that sometimes you go home with but never really want to see her again. So what do you get when you combine an angry man and a black goo monster both hatefully obsessed with the same guy? Most just call him Venom. Did you know Eddie came up with the name Venom because he felt he was spewing venom from the tabloids he worked at? Seriously?
Really?
I give that
Kinda
organ a
weak.
3 out of 10.
That was really
Thank God
weak.
the name's cool at least, and Venom's abilities are even cooler. He's insanely strong, ridiculously agile, and has a fast-paced healing factor. He can power through bullets with no problem at all. Plus, the symbiote carries some of the abilities of its previous owners, including Spidey.
That means he can climb on walls and shoot webbing strong enough that Spidey himself can't break through.
Technically speaking, Venom simply reproduces the webbing effects via one of his more useful powers, shape-shifting. This symbiote can act as a liquid, allowing it to increase Venom's size for intimidation, or even mimic Eddie's everyday clothing for discretion.
Not to mention, Venom can morph into a wingsuit to glide through the air, isolate and purge toxins from its host's body, straight up turn invisible, or even sprout spikes for simple stabbing weapons.
With these abilities seemingly limited only by his twisted imagination, Venom has tangled with many of his world's heavy hitters. He's defeated Spider-Man without having a host, resisted Ghost Rider's penance stare, and shaken off the Hulk's infamous thunderclap. That's right, he's even taken blows from the likes of the Juggernaut and the Hulk.
Even if Venom does get injured, the symbiote can rapidly heal its host. From broken bones, impalement through the chest, or even blasts from an anti-tank rocket. He's also so speedy that he can catch up to bullets in mid-flight. But if he doesn't feel like it, he'll just take the shot and spit it back with death force.
He's strong enough to bust down metal doors with his fists, tear apart large military trucks, or throw cars several blocks away.
I mean, part of that's gotta be Brock. Have you seen how much that dude can lift?
Most impressively, Venom once held up a giant carnival ride similar to a Ferris wheel, even after getting struck by one of his worst weaknesses, a sound gun.
A sound gun? That's pretty lame. So, like, I can just beat him if I scream really loud?
With enough sound or literal firepower, yes, you could force the symbiote to expose the vulnerable host underneath. Though I should note that repeated exposure has helped Venom build up some tolerance. Also, while the symbiote is highly versatile, Venom is not exactly a strategist. Unsurprising given his apparent insanity.
I like being mad. It makes me happy.
The symbiote also requires a diet.
Sadly, they have to remind us about Spider-Man 3.
I know. What? You, like, buy that at the store, or...?
No, it's found in certain fungi, chocolates, and brain matter, which the symbiote greatly hungers for.
Oh, great! Now it eats brains! God, this guy is literally a living nightmare.
Eddie, is that you?
There's no more Eddie, and no more symbiote. Only Venom.
In his personal mission to drive crime from Gotham City, Batman has faced dozens of foes, each more vile and cunning than the last. But none challenged his sheer willpower more than the monstrous man called Bane.
Bane's life was screwed from the start. He was born into prison and made to carry out his dead dad's life sentence.
What?
Talk about carrying the sins of your father. I mean, who puts a baby in jail? Couldn't it just, like, crawl through the bars? Did they make a baby jail? So many questions.
The child spent his dawning years in captivity, forced to fend for himself against a cruel and unforgiving world. Then, one day, a fateful accident caused something to snap inside him.
I'm guessing his neck.
No, well, it should have. Instead, the boy slipped into a coma where he saw a vision of his future self. A man standing above all other men.
Future self told him he would be second to none, so long as he could conquer the power of fear, which is apparently shaped like a bed.
So wait, why didn't he become Batman?
I know,
When
right?
the child awoke, he began his journey to conquer that fear through the power of bloody murder.
Hell yeah! That's also when the prison warden called him a bane to everything holy.
And that's why he's named Bane.
Ugh, 2 out of 10.
Damn.
Anyway,
Okay, that one was better than the Venom one.
Witness of a certain bat ruling Gotham City by fear. But he got to work trying to become the ridiculously jacked guy he saw in his dream, so he could take down Batman once and for all.
As he grew up, Bane entered an intense daily workout regimen, not just of his body, but his mind as well. He educated himself in 10 languages, escapology, combat tactics, and several martial arts, including a few he created himself.
Bane pretty much became a legend across the prison, so to remind everybody who was in charge, the warden decided to make an example of him.
See, this place wasn't just a prison. The army of Santa Prisca was conducting tests on human subjects with an experimental formula called Venom.
Because super soldier formulas are all the rage.
The procedure had killed every previous test subject, but Bane proved hardier than expected.
And after he had a taste, Bane wanted Venom for himself. So he faked his own death, punched a few sharks to death, and liberated the whole prison
Did you say
single-handed.
punch a few
The
sharks
inmates
to
joined
death?
his cause, and he took his new super soldier
Holy shit.
serum to Gotham City.
Using a special apparatus on his wrist, Bane can administer a dosage of venom directly into his brain at will. Doing so dramatically increases his muscle mass, turning him into one of Gotham City's most ferocious physical threats. He's destroyed the Batmobile with his bare hands, jumped off skyscrapers without injury, and lifted loaded armored trucks which weigh tens of thousands of pounds. And then there's the feat he's most famous for, breaking the back of Batman. But Bane didn't just break bone. He literally put poor Batman into a coma.
Well, years later, Batman did get his revenge. After swapping powers with Superman, he paid Bane a visit and broke his everything.
And somehow, this didn't kill him.
He's one tough son of a bitch, and if he needs it, Bane can crank up his flow of venom for more strength and faster healing. But when he first tried this, it came at a cost.
Turns out, an overdose of venom can temporarily deteriorate one's mind, turning Bane into a mindless, muscle-bound beast.
Like a Hulk type of thing.
And it's also surprisingly addictive. So eventually, Bane swore up the stuff for some time.
But this only let Bane prove that he is just as dangerous even without the performance-enhancing drug. He's been pelted by dozens of bricks at once and taken countless stabbings and bullets without even reacting. He once cauterized his own wound with a blowtorch and even got thrown hundreds of yards by a Elasti-Woman and got right back up ready to fight.
Still off the
mean,
tooth,
you
Bane
mind
is
the
strong enough to tear down a stone prison wall, casually rip off an armored guy's limbs, and take out dozens of members of the League of Assassins.
We'll see.
Solo.
I'm gonna say
But if
Venom
he
too.
really needs to, he can always fall off the wagon and get back on the Venom.
Bane's absurd power is matched only by his intelligent mind. He possesses a photographic memory, rivals Ra's al Ghul in chess, and deduced the identity of Batman in 1 year when nobody else could figure it out.
Yeah, Bane's pretty ridiculous, but it's no secret that he's at his best when he's got that venom juice pumping through his veins. Luckily for him, he eventually developed a form of venom that didn't turn his brain into mush, and he then soon got addicted to that stuff all over again.
Still, Bane has proven over and over again that with or without venom, anyone who crosses him will beg for mercy and receive none.
When we fought before, I broke the bat. Today, I break the man.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once
I like when they
and
go
for
into
all.
detail because there's stuff that even we don't even know.
Me, I gotta bulk up, and the best way to do it is with a delicious home-cooked meal.
All this boring advertisements playing. Are we gonna stick with Venom?
I'm still sticking with Venom.
I'm still sticking with Venom?
I'm still sticking with Venom.
I don't know, man. I was wrong about Bane. Bane's a smart-ass motherfucker.
Introducing Blue Apron, the number
So it
one
could
fresh
be
food delivery
different.
service in the
knows?
I'm
country.
gonna stick with
Using only the
Bane.
freshest ingredients,
I'm
Blue Apron
saying.
delivers a kit of ready-to-cook
This is
meals
weird considering
straight
you're
to
the
your
DC
door,
fan.
along with
I know.
easy-to-follow instructions.
Plus, the
Hey, you're really
ingredients
wearing a
are
Batman
perfectly
t-shirt right
proportioned,
now,
so it
so, I
cuts
mean-
down on waste, and you know you're using the right amount. On top of that, you can log into their website
God, I
and
hate
select the
advertisements
upcoming
like
meals that
this.
sound good to you, like the spicy shrimp coconut curry with cabbage and rice.
Plus, it does feel rewarding cooking new and exciting meals right in your own home. But don't just take our word for it. We want you to
Called the
try it.
internet, morons.
Because you're watching Death Battle, you can get 3 meals free with free shipping by heading to blueapron.com/battle.
Nice.
Seriously, you will love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com/battle.
But right now, it's time for our Death
I'm
Battle!
sorry. I'm eating a giant bag of Doritos.
Like, really? Here's mine.
Yeah.
Step aside, niños.
I will break the box.
No,
It's the bat.
it's something else. You're mine. Yummy. Oh, your blood's spicy. Delicious. Daddy can punch. So, you fall back on cheap magic tricks, trying to disappear. Yet you don't know how to be truly invisible. Now, I give you permission to die.
I see what you did there.
Grabbed him by the tongue and tossed his ass.
I see what you did there. I give you permission to die.
You're just like all the others. Broken.
Oh.
Unbreakable.
Yeah, see?
What's happening?
I still regret reverse my decision.
Now, what we came for.
I still regret my decision.
Goes a weasel. KO!
You! That can't taste good.
Both fighters were intense
Batman
physical
arriving on the
threats,
scene.
but only one wielded the superior Venom.
Venom had many advantages over Bane. Speed, durability, versatility, and even strength.
Bane's peak strength was at most just enough to lift a 27-ton car. Meanwhile, Venom was strong enough to stop a falling carnival ride and hold it up by himself, even while in a weakened state. Comparing it to similar carnival rides, my very conservative estimate would place this thing weighing around 200 tons.
Way more impressive than anything Bane ever lifted.
Of course,
Okay,
Bane
kind of
was
regret
smarter.
Bruce.
However, even if he had deduced Venom's key weaknesses to fire and sound, he wasn't really equipped to take advantage of them.
As for speed, Venom could catch bullets. Even better, he could catch up to bullets in midair. He had to move over 1,500 miles per hour to do that.
Ironically enough, almost twice the speed of sound.
Surprisingly, their durability levels were pretty even. Both have taken hits from Superman-level beings and lived to fight another day.
The big difference being Venom's healing factor was far superior. He could fight on par with Juggernaut, who can make 4.8 magnitude earthquakes with his bare hands.
But it's not like Batman ever needed super strength to knock Bane out cold.
In time, Venom's superior strength, speed, durability, and versatility simply overwhelmed Bane.
Looks like Venom was the real Bane of this fight.
The winner is Venom.
Yeah. Kind of called it there.
Hey, stick around to find out who's coming up next on Death Battle.
And if you want to see behind-the-scenes commentary on the episode, then click that box and start a 30-day free first membership trial.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
See, hopefully it's somebody we know of. Oh shit! Power Rangers, dun 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 dun. But who though? The whole team means the whole team against who else?
I think it's gonna be like probably like Tommy versus one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Huh? This is interesting though. But again, I called it pretty much. You know,
I called it at the beginning, but then like after I heard what Bane do, I'm like.
But then also you decided, you know what? Yeah, that's kind of true. Let me reverse back and yeah.
Yeah.
But I called it though pretty much with Venom, because like I said, the way Venom is, it's just like, it's unbearable compared to what Bane has gone up. But yeah, Bane, like I said, he's gone up against, you know, a lot of some serious shit, but not compared to what Venom has done, you know?
Yeah.
So, I have to agree, though. It's very interesting. I mean, they hit on a good, solid, good points, and things that I didn't even know about freaking Bane. You know, which even I was like, okay.
Like the bad creation of their names.
Oh, yeah. Even though Bane's was better than freaking Venom's, you know, but still. But, like I said, I like, again, I still like watching these overall. And again, like as you can tell there are times when my DC side doesn't really take over. Again, we look at the logical side of things. And like I said, even in the beginning, even when I first heard this, I'm sitting there going, you know, Venom's probably going to win no matter what. Because like I said, it goes back not even to this cutting his, you know, his what I like to call his umbilical cords for, you know, the Venom to travel through. You know, just overall itself, it's just, I called it myself, so.
Yeah. Yeah, so other than that, it was good. Really good. Enjoyed it. So, if you're new to the channel, you hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. If you like just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about stuff like this, subscribe buttons down below or at the end of this video.
Again, did you pretty much predicted this, or were you pretty much on the same boat with Kristen, where at first you're like, you know, at first you were like, yeah, Venom, but then after watching this, you're like, ooh, wait a minute, should I switch it over to Bane? I don't know. Just definitely come know, let us know what you think. I mean, even if you disagree what they say, again, comment down below. We'd like to hear your arguments, to see what you have to say. See, maybe what you have to say makes more sense than what they did. So definitely let us know in the comments below.
So, until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
It's been another episode of SRB.
See ya!
Later.
Hey, if you want to see any of our previous videos related to this video, or just watch our previous videos, just click to the side and check it out.
Also, you can also check out our other stuff besides this one, including our SRB TV stuff and much, much more.
Alright, see ya!
Later.